Hello and welcome to the Mindful Dose YouTube channel. My name is Adriana. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, an astrologer, and a medium, and a meditation teacher and a yoga teacher. I love all this stuff, but today we are going to have a pick a card reading for the Aries season. And this is specifically for Aries rising or sun. So it's a reading for the Aries people in the world. Before we begin, I am doing astrology readings and intuitive tarot readings. I'll link my booking link in the description below for you to check out if you'd like to get a personalized reading. If you pick a card and let's say 70% of the information from that spread reading resonates and the 30% doesn't, that's fine too. Just take what you can and let go of the rest. So there's really no pressure here, but if you'd like that individualized reading, check out the booking link below and you and I can connect and I will get a little more specific for you. With that being said, before we even pick a card, I invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose, deep breath out the nose, long and slow. Inhale in, exhale out. One more time. Inhale, exhale. All right, so now we are going to look at the piles that we have here. We have one, two, and three. One, two, and three. So I'm going to start off with reading number one. We're just going to tap into your energy, see what's going on physically, mentally, and spiritually. And then we'll dive into the rest of the year for you, Aries. Okay, group number one, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Star. And this is the overall energy, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I feel like physically, we are grounded. We're feeling connected to our system of support and our routine. We are not lost in the sauce of our exercise regimen. We're here, we're present, we're grounded, we're in a routine that works for us. Um, Mentally, we are tapping into some of the watery nature of our mind. With Neptune moving through your stars until like 2039, you'll have this almost like deep connection to your psyche. So I feel like this is just the beginning of that, which in astrology, Neptune is very early in the sign. I want to say it's at 0 or it's at 1 degree right now. Okay, it's at 1 degree right now, and it's going to be hovering through your stars, taking a low, slow ride. So your intuitive side is is being tapped into. I mean, it was when Neptune was in Pisces in your 12th house, but there's something about it being a lot more prominent now in connection to who you are in the world. So there's more of a visibility to your psychic and intuitive connection. And emotionally, I feel like we have no surprise here that we have an active connection to our emotional side. I feel like Aries is generally an active sign. And so tapping into our emotional side, you're doing the work to find balance. You're doing the work to feel connected to the reason and purpose of your life. So overall, group one, I feel like you have a renewed sense of spiritual growth happening here. Physically, you've been in this routine for a while, taking care of your body, taking care of yourself through exercises, through nutrition. Like you got that down pat. The emotional and mental side is experiencing like an awakening. So let's dive into what the rest of the year means for you. All right, so group one, feel like we have All right, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. Together we have the Page of Wands and the Seven of Cups, and then we have the Judgment card. So I feel like you're going to really be put through the test this year. Um, you have a lot to show. Like I said, you have a very grounded routine, and your feet are planted firmly in the ground. Aries is known for like just trailblazing and firing through, but there's some grounded element to you, Group One, that I feel will benefit you this year. Um, you'll be put almost like on a platform to display your skills and the things that you have to offer, whether it's in a business or in a relationship, or in your family, private life. There is an opportunity for you to show, to present this grounded version of you. And it will be meaningful. I think that it will open up some opportunities too. I think that your emotional side will continue to grow and expand in ways that you don't quite expect right now. And it will be a pleasant surprise. But I feel like that presenting yourself forwardly as you have that nature to, um, you'll see how it opens up paths of opportunities. With the judgment card, I feel like that it's it's meant to happen for you. You're meant to have these multiple opportunities, but there's a serious tone here. That means that I kind of feel like don't get too cocky with it. Remember to be humble and remember to ground yourself through these routines because you just don't want to get in over your head. And that's the whole Neptune and Saturn conjunction. The theme that we're working with really for the entire year of 2026. We have that structure coming from Saturn and that like let's be realistic attitude with Saturn, and Neptune is kind of just saying, but like let's try to push the boundary a little bit more. So you don't want to push it too much because then you'll kind of like throw everything off balance. And here we are, we're in our containers in floating water. So we want to find that balance, like what really adds value, what do we really need um within our experience, that won't like tip us over. So, group one, I feel like you're off to a really great start. Happy birthday. Just remember down the line to pace yourself, be realistic. These opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, some may have longer trajectories than others. So it's something for you to consider and really take your time working through. With these pentacles, I kind of feel like you have a patient side to you that maybe the other Aries, group two and three, may not be experiencing. I don't know what those cards yet are, but I feel with you, group one, there is a grounded, paced version of you that is present here as we connect. So, group one, happy birthday. If you'd like more, I do tarot scope readings on Substack, so you can check me out there and follow me at mindful.dose on Instagram. All right, group two, we're going to tap into your mind, body, soul, and then we'll tap into the story of the year for you. All right. All right, so tapping into your energy, group two, we are starting with the Tower. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Then we have the Six of Wands. Kind of read this story like almost backwards, or um, I don't know why I said that, but it just came out that way. So let's go with it. Starting with the Tower, this is the mind, body, soul. The Tower tells me that mentally you're ready for a change, which lines up with the whole Saturn Neptune conjunction, especially if you're an if you were born in the early part of Aries season. Um, the Tower suggests a breakdown of foundation, a breakdown of a structure, which gives you the opportunity to rebuild and rebuild stronger, rebuild with the rooms and the material that you want. So I don't see this as a dark card, even though looks to be, dark and not so comfortable. I think that mentally right now, there's just an overwhelming sense of change for you, group two, with your body. I'm feeling that there's a slow pace as well for the changes that you want to see. So if you started a new diet or a new workout regimen and the goals that you set yourself up for in that path, they're slowly producing. No matter, keep your spirit healthy, keep your spirit strong, and the ways to do that are to treat yourself to some of the very simple, free things in life, like going for a walk in nature, going by water streams, like just doing some simple things that remind your spirit of like, man, it feels good to be alive. It feels good to be here. I mean, life is really a balancing act. So, spiritually, I feel that if you just support that part of yourself, it can really hold the weight and carry you through these challenging times. Be patient. Saturn and Neptune will separate, will and it will lessen the intensity of um, structuring something when things don't feel quite real. All right, so let's check into the reading for the rest of the year for you. Group two. All right, we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Hierophant, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the High Priestess. Okay, so the major arcanas that we have, the Tower, the Hierophant, the High Priestess, they're pretty heavy. I mean, all major arcanas are pretty heavy. They're like major chapters, but I feel that as if though that th this is more of a I kind of sense it like when your parents sit you down after you've graduated college and it's been a while and they have that like one-on-one with you, like it's time to leave the nest. It's that supportive, encouraging push to go on your path, go on your journey. So let's look over here. We have the Ten of Swords, another card that doesn't seem so pleasant, but what I do love about this card is the horizon line over here. The sun is kind of pushing the darkness away. You've already kind of dealt with the tough situations. There's really no more that can break you down. And with the Tower card right above it, I feel that it's in line with the message here. Um, You've already kind of gone through the worst of the worst. So we're just acknowledging it. We're just recognizing like that sucked. Let's let's pick ourselves up now. Let's wait for the sun to come out, which I feel that this message right here is kind of saying like just give it a little more time. That I feel like this Saturn Neptune conjunction was pretty harsh for you, group two. But these darkest moments, there's wisdom within this storyline. There's something to be gained that is even more valuable than what was broken down. So I want you to journal and reflect on all of it, all of it. Tell your journal, tell me, tell somebody, your therapist, all of the hard parts of it. Go through every nook and cranny of this experience and just get it out of your system. Because once you get it out of your system, it kind of clears up the frustration and all of the emotional attachment to it. And once you separate from that emotional attachment, you can really see the storyline for the purpose it has. Um, And I don't know what you've gone through, but I know that life can throw a lot at you. And if that part of this message doesn't resonate, just, don't hate me. But I mean, I think that there's a purpose to every pain. And even the hardest um, experiences. So let's just, be open to it. Be open to the wisdom that may come of it. If you're not ready for it, that's totally fine. But I feel like what the Hierophant card is coming up for a reason. Um, we have the Three of Wands and we have the High Priestess. Okay, so picking yourself back up from the pain and the destruction of something and being in a headspace where like things are not really showing in the timeline that you want it to be seen, just pick yourself back up and look forward. I know it sounds pretty like blunt and like, girl, but with the Three of Wands, I see that there's this person, right? They're looking out on this dry land. There's no grass, there's no trees, there's no this. It's just there's no water. It just seems dried out. Look up, look forward. No matter what you see, there's something beyond that. Okay, there's some mountains like pretty far ahead, but there's something beyond that. There's something beyond this experience. So I really want you to push through, push forward, because I trust that there's something beyond these frustrating and slow times for you. The High Priestess is telling me that it's kind of supporting that. The High Priestess brings in a storyline of like balancing between dark and light. So I feel that summarizing this whole message is that you are in the dark part of the storyline, but keep going because when you get to the other side, you'll see the bright part and you'll see why you had to retreat, why you had to go inward, why things slow down, why things were removed from your path. There is wisdom to this whole experience. So group two, I feel like you just need to find that little motivation. I hope that this reading is part of that motivation, but you should be able to go out and find something that supports your soul. It doesn't have to tie into money. You don't have to spend money to find happiness. You can do some of the very, very, very simple things like trusting in a friend, going for a walk, taking taking a new path to work, or find the excitement in something small. Hopefully it doesn't have to cost you anything, and use that as a way to get through this dry period, through this less exciting time, because on the other side of it there is something waiting for you. So group two, thank you so much for trusting me. Happy birthday. All right, group three. Okay, group three, we're going to tap into your mind, body, soul, and then we're going to get the reading for the year for you. Okay, so group three, we have Temperance, we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the King of Pentacles. Group three, I feel like mentally we are in a place of expansion. I feel like there's a lot of brainstorming activity here. I feel like you're doing a lot of mental work and it's doing you good. You're planning, you're working through life strategically, which is usually not the case for Aries. Aries is usually impulsive and they act before thinking. But I feel like there's a carefulness in your planning and thinking process lately. With a body card having a mental, with a body placement having a mental card, though, I feel like there's maybe a disconnect between the mind and body right now. So, you may be overdoing it and it's not allowing you to sleep at night. Maybe you're just like drinking too many espressos in the day and your body's just not following the flow. I just feel like there's a bit of a disconnect and your body's kind of taking the brunt end of it, if that's the expression. Spiritually, we have the King of Pentacles. Spiritually, you are grounded. You know what you want. You know what you're seeking. You know the purpose for everything you do. That's really great. We have a very healthy spirit card here, but your body's kind of being neglected. So let's tap into the message, and maybe there's some information that goes back to the body card that I can give you, but we will return back to that. Okay, we have Ace of Swords, we have the Devil, and we have the Emperor. Okay, So group three, what I like about this card is that we have the Ace of Swords. It's the beginning of a mental pursuit. Also in line with the whole Neptune and Aries conjunction, Neptune and Saturn conjunction that happened at 0 degrees of Aries, so at the genesis point um, of the zodiac sign and of the zodiac cycle. Um, so group three, I feel like your contribution to the world, inspired by these astrological events, are more in the mental sphere. So whether you're starting a new blog or Substack, like you're tapping into the world through words, through thoughts, through the mental energy. Now we have the devil card that's placed right under the body card. So this is really the only line of energy that seems to be going through a rough patch. With the devil card, there's attachment that's being spoken of here. So mentally, excuse me, physically, I'm wondering if there is an attachment to a routine that is not letting you kind of feel relaxed. Like I keep going back to this example of like drinking too much espresso. If that resonates for you, and like that might be the reason why, but I feel like we're overcharging our body and it's stuck, not stuck, but it's now in a state that doesn't function properly for your body, like what your body needs right now. And we just need to review what our routine is, and detach from the current routine. Some way or other, we have to detach from what the routine is now because it's not really serving you good. Um, we should be able to cut back on the espresso, maybe look for decaf drinks or like caffeine, um, finding a different way to activate the mental sphere without cutting from the energy in our physical sphere. So we have the Emperor card as well. The Emperor card is a very serious card for me. I feel like it's about like if you really want this, you have to be really serious about it. Um, with underneath the King of Pentacles, I feel like you have this serious persona already. You're very serious about, excuse me, you're very serious about what you want to bring into your life. So I don't have any doubt that you are doing the work and you are aligning yourself up to opportunities and people and places that will support you. But I think that for you, group three, we have to tap into that physical side because if you're not feeling well, then you can't make that event that you worked so hard to get, So take care of yourself, take breaks, detach from that hustle bustle everyday flow and find that flow to rest because even when you're resting you're still working, your body's still working, it's recovering, and recovery is very much important to the gains. So group three, thank you for trusting me. Happy birthday. All right, guys. So that is the end of the Aries birthday tarot reading. If you would like a personalized reading, there is a link to my booking page in the description below. I will be back next month for Taurus's solar cycle reading. See you guys next time.